Thank you so much. I just want to welcome you this evening to our fifth grade orchestra and choir concert. This is one of 3 performances that we will have this year. And not only are we performing for you, and the performing part is a part of our curriculum when you choose to play an instrument or sing. But I'm also going to walk you through the things that we've learned thus far since September. And actually, when we were warming up, if you were listening a little bit, that was about the first 3 weeks of school you heard in about 3 minutes. So that was pretty cool. But a lot. We've done a whole lot, right? So thinking about learning something that's incredibly new to all of us, learning it together, not only is playing an instrument a physical skill, but also an academic subject, music being an academic core subject, learning all of these things simultaneously, along with transitioning to a new school and all of these great things. These students have accomplished so much since September, and I'm very proud of them, and we're really excited to play for you tonight. So what you heard first was our first 2 songs that we learned. You probably heard them towards the end of September. And we played with what we call pizzicato, which is a style of string playing. It just requires us to use our left hand. Playing a string instrument requires developing both gross and fine motor skills with our left and our right hands, developing independent movement with our bodies. So that's just the first basic skill that we learn. And then we add the next step, which is playing arco, which is adding the bow, which creates a long, sustained sound. So the rest of our concert this evening, we'll be playing arco. Ready? You're gonna pick up your bows. You go to rest position. So this next piece that we'll play, you'll notice actually that we're all playing the same thing right now. We're playing in what we call unison. We do this because it helps us train our ears. If you notice, there are no buttons, unlike a band or wind instrument. There are no buttons for us to push down. So when we put our fingers down, really anything can come out until we really learn where our fingers go. So that's part of the process. So we do this all together. We learn the same songs at the same time. Throughout the year, you're actually going to hear us start to split into different parts. It's actually very similar to choir. You'll hear them sing in unison, and you'll hear them sing in different parts. And it's for the same exact purpose. We're training our ear, developing, again, that skill set, that musical skill set that we need to physically play the instrument and become better musicians. So our next song, you'll also hear we're incorporating some different rhythms, including adding silence and sound. So we're thinking about silence as part of music, so you'll hear them resting and playing together as well. So just like any academic subject, we ask that students prepare music outside of school. And I know this is kind of a different concept, but we ask and we think that students will be the most successful when they spend more time with their instruments. And what I mean by that is that they spend time outside of school. So we're asking that students bring their instruments home. We think 3 times a week is appropriate, and playing their instrument outside of class for about 15 minutes at a time. And those can be broken up into smaller sessions, so they could be sort of short 5-minute sessions in between doing something else at home. And something that, you know, the big question we get from parents is what can I do to help my child continue and succeed in music? And the best thing that you can do for them is to ask them to play for you, even though they may not want to. But you got to play for them, right? They're shaking their heads. But ask them to play for you and encourage them to play at home. That's really the best thing that we can be doing at this point. And again, where I mentioned before, we're developing a skill. This is it's very foreign, and just the more time on task, the more successful we're going to be. So that's what we would ask from you, to encourage them to practice at home and provide them with a space that's quiet, where they can play, that's not the garage, that's a warm environment. So that's what we're asking for you. Speaking of warm environments, you'll notice that it's gotten cold out, and a lot of our instruments, like the strings, are getting loose and things like that. That's actually really normal, and I'm just making a public announcement to you just to let you know that that's normal. These instruments are made of wood, so if you think about what happens when the environment gets cold and hot, the wood expands and contracts, which then causes some of the strings to get loose. I do ask you, though, at home, unless you're really familiar with this, please don't try to fix it. Please bring the instruments to me, and I will be happy to take care of it. It just makes things a lot easier and smoother for them in the long run. So. Oh yes, and then just keeping the instruments stored in just like a really, if you can do like a temperate environment, you know, somewhere that's kind of away from the heater, but maybe in a space that doesn't change temperatures too drastically. Like the car. Let's not leave our instruments in the car, right? Okay. All right, we're moving on. Ready? Old McDonald. Don't forget the repeat. Thank you. Our next song, we're introducing a new rhythm. We're introducing eighth notes, which requires, it's kind of a quicker note, but it also requires different use of our bow. So we talk about the right hand which is how we develop, you know, our bow skills. So We talk about different ways to use that in different lengths and how we use the bow to produce our sound and all of that. So in this next piece, we're adding just a new layer with hot cross buns. Thank you. And this next song we want to dedicate to you and thank you, families, for supporting your children in music education. We promise that here in Foxboro that if you stick with music, that it will be a life-fulfilling, very life-fulfilling for you and forever. It's something you certainly can enjoy for the rest of your life. So we hope that this is just the beginning of a really great experience for your children, and we thank you for supporting them and getting them involved. Very, very grateful for that. And we hope that this next song, Ode to Joy, brings joy to you this season. I mentioned to you that we learn all of our songs in unison. We play the same thing at the same time. Well, this next piece, we are starting just now to kind of jump into playing in separate parts. So this first song we're going to play in unison, Frere Jacques, and then it actually can be done in a round. So what you're going to hear is you'll hear our violins and our violas. Can you raise your hand, violins? Violas, can you raise your hand? Violins, can you raise your hand again? There we go. Violas, raise your hand. There we go. And then you're going to hear the cellos and the basses. So cellos, can you raise your hand? Woohoo! And then can we see the basses? Those are two basses. So you'll hear them in the second group. And although we're going to be playing the same thing, we're playing at a different time. So it's going to produce harmony, but it's also we're also keeping our own parts together and stable while listening to each other, sort of trading voices. So this is, again, another development in the musical process, and vocalists do the same thing when they learn how to sing in harmony as well. So this is Frere Jacques. You're going to hear us do it twice. We're going to stop in the middle, and then the second time through, we'll play in a round. Before we play our last tune, we have one more song for you. It's not on the program. It's a little bit of a surprise. But I just want to thank you so much. So after they're done performing, you're going to hear the choir perform. And then at the end of the evening, you can meet your child out in the lobby along with their instrument. And again, just thank you so much for supporting them and encouraging them to make music a part of their lives. This is the Foxboro Cheer.
Hello and welcome. This is our 5th grade chorus. And before we get started, I'm going to ask everyone in 5th grade chorus on the count of 3 to take a giant step this way. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. One more. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's a little better. Excellent. So, much like orchestra, chorus is learning lots of different things. We are training our ears, we are training our voices, and we are training our confidence. So the first thing that I'm going to ask our chorus members to do is to show you a little bit about how we warm up. We learn our major scale, and we have solfege, our secret music language, and it even comes with hand signs. And it helps us to get singing and music and different pitches into our body. So we're going to warm up, and can you just give me a major scale with hand signs? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So we do a little bit of that every day. And then, to let you know the next couple of things we do, I have some folks to introduce our first song.
This evening, the 5th grade chorus will be singing A Distant Shore. The song A Distant Shore was written by Mary Donnelly as a partner song for the folk tune The Water is Wide.
Partner songs are two independent melodies that create harmony when sung at the same time.
While learning this piece, we learned how to use our singing vowels to in breath. Please enjoy Distant Shore.
Once I gazed upon a
The next piece we will sing is Rhythm of the Rain by Jerry Estes.
Before the song begins, we will be creating a rainstorm by using body percussion.
During this song, if you close your eyes, you will be able to picture a nature storm.
Before we have our next line sayers come on up here, I do want to mention that we've had several students joining us on Wednesday afternoons in the chorus room for the new after-school chorus that I have been running this year. And they are just doing an excellent job. And do know that I will be inviting any new students who are looking for another place to sing and a place to sing with 6th graders and 7th graders and 8th graders, and even the occasional high school chorus member drops by. So it's a really great opportunity for them to just take it to the next level. So if you're interested in that, feel free, have your student ask me about it, but I would love to have more students from this awesome choir, they sound great, awesome choir, join us after school on Wednesdays in the chorus room for select chorus in January.
learning to sing in chorus is singing music from other cultures and in other languages.
Our next piece is a Spanish lullaby, Duérmete mi niño, or Sleep My Child.
In this piece, we worked on singing with a beautiful vocal voice. Enjoy.
For our final piece this evening, I want to echo Ms. Tadoldi's thoughts in thanking you for your support of music in the Foxboro Public Schools. I was just telling our students right before they came on what a unique opportunity it is that they have the opportunity to both sing and play an instrument in middle school. Many middle schools, that's a choice that they have to make so young. And singing and playing an instrument, whether it be string or winds, all gives back in the end to their entire music education. So thank you for encouraging them, and please continue to do so. Have them sing in the car, have them sing you their songs. They love to do it, and I will let them introduce our final piece for you this evening.
Please enjoy our final piece this evening, a fun arrangement of the American classic Chattanooga Choo.
This song was made famous by the Glenn Miller Orchestra in the 1940s. We hope you enjoy our version 75 years later.
Pardon me, boy, is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? Track 29, boy, can you give me a shine?
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Chorus, out this way, my friends.